Hey curl friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Jazz and I'm back with another quick video for you. So today I feel like I've really mastered my wash and go. I implemented a little bit of air drying and diffusing so that I can get some volume and still keep my definition. So I think I'm liking this combo, so let's get into it. So as always, I'm starting off with freshly washed and deep conditioned hair. Especially with the wash and go, I like to make sure I do some sort of deep conditioning just because I'll need to have maximum moisture, which gives me the best definition. You know the drill. So I'm going to be doing this in 4 parts like I do all my styles. I will be listing the products that I shampooed and cleansed with. I realized that I was leaving that out, but I am going to list that in the description. Now, my hair has to be soaking wet for me to get the best definition, so I like to re-wet my hair and I use equal parts of water and aloe vera juice. I just feel like my hair the curls are always more popping when my hair is soaking wet, so that's how I do that. Now I'm going to be using a couple products from Briogeo, and I'll be using the Rice and Amino and Avocado leave-in defining cream and the Rice and Amino Frizz control gel. So I'll list those 2 products in the description box, as well as what I cleanse and deep condition with, which was also Briogeo. Now, I've tried so many ways. I've tried only using my fingers. I've tried only using a brush for curls, but I feel like a combination of both gives me the best curls. So I'll brush through and then I'll kind of go in with my fingers and finger coil or shingle, whatever you call it, to get the smoothest curl I can come up with. So my trouble areas are the back of my head, because sometimes when I would just use a brush, my roots would kind of just not be as defined as the rest. So that's why I started going back in with my fingers to make sure that the root area is also smooth and defined. So I can see the back of my head, but it kind of gets a little flat in that area, and it's just, I'm trying to figure this out. But this is my method. This is how I do it. I feel like using the brush and then coming in with my fingers helps me with making sure it's a uniform definition and the roots aren't really left out. So I like to start with air drying first. I think about 70%. Well, this time I did like 50% or maybe 60% dry. It was more than halfway dry before I started diffusing. Now you see how I really don't have much volume in the back, so I feel like with diffusing it gives me the volume that I'm missing out on by just air drying. It's just a Revlon dryer with the diffuser. I'm doing low heat or low speed with warm heat. So a lot of times if I don't have enough time, what I'll do is the wrong combination, which is high heat on high speed, and it'll just be a frizzy mess. So I'm doing low speed on warm heat, and I'm flipping my hair upside down. This is gonna give me the volume that I want without really disturbing my curls so much. I always feel like I was doing this wrong. I still don't know if this is the right way to do it, but this is what works for me. So I did this for about 15 to 20 minutes. Like I said, I did air dry for the most of it, and this is really just to finish off the drying and give my hair more volume without picking through my hair and causing unnecessary frizz. So this was very helpful. So I did this for about 15 minutes, and then I kind of just let it sit just to make sure it was dry, and here we are. So I felt like I still had all my definition, and then what I'll do is I kind of break the cast a little bit with just a little bit of oil and kind of just stretch it out to give it a little bit more stretch. I'm not really disturbing anything at this point because my hair is fully dry. So the problem I have is doing this before my hair is fully dry, which causes frizz. Being that I've allowed my layers to grow out, I don't have the wash and go shape that most people have, so I don't want to cut any layers right now. So using the diffuser helps me with the volume, which helps me create some sort of shape without just some flat long wash and go. So here we are. I'm loving this. Now this is, I guess, considered day 1 when your hair is dry and it's finished. So I'm going to show you how I tie my hair up, which also gives me a little bit more volume. And you see how my little area in the back which normally is flat. I'm trying to get some volume to that. So I was really happy with how much definition I was left with also diffusing, because in the past I say, you know what, I'm just going to leave the diffuser alone, because obviously I wasn't doing something right, because I hardly had any definition once I was done. So as you can see, it's all in there and I still have volume. So I was really happy about that. So that's really my issue with wash and goes, that I'm left with a big puff, which is why I don't do them often. So at night, what I do this for all my styles, but mainly for my wash and goes, I have to make sure that everything is pushed up and I just slide my scarf around the edges and all my curls are gonna hang out on the top. Like, I do this for all my styles, depending on if it's a flexi rod set, I might use a hair tie to give it a little bit more stretch, but I don't want to use a hair tie for the wash and go just because it's easily manipulated into a matted mess for some reason. So I don't use a hair tie. I simply use a scarf, pull everything through, and I'm good to go. And then tomorrow I'll have that much more stretch and volume by simply doing this at night. And here we are. Day 2 technically. So as you can see, I have a little bit more stretch. I still have all my definition, and you simply just kind of just fluff and go. That's what they need to call it, a fluff and go. But I love this. So I'm just gonna start doing it this way just because this is what's working. So let me know what works for you. What's your go-to wash and go method? Are you simply air dry? Are you only diffusing? And big up to you guys if you're only using the diffuser. I really envy you because I can't get it down. And like I said, I will list the products that I use in the description box. As always, thank you so much for supporting my channel. It's the first of the month, and I'm gonna try and knock out at least 10 videos this month. I'm gonna hold myself to that. 2 videos a week. Can I do it? I think I can do it. So comment down below, let me know your wash and go method. What do you think of this method? Do I still need some work? Let me know, because I could just be gassing myself thinking I've mastered my wash and go, and I still might need some pointers. So let me know. But as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.